Hello, I'm Leo Brown. This is the What If It Is True podcast as we take a look at our gospel reading for the day and try to find that virtue, try to find a way to live it, put it into our lives and make it look like something and prove that what we believe is true. We're taking a look at our gospel today from John chapter 6, 1 through 15. And John chapter 6, full of a lot of amazing stuff, certainly a lot of things that we kind of stand upon as Catholics, but this is leading into that when it's the feeding, right, of the 5,000. It's there's a group there that doesn't have enough to eat, and there's a boy with fish and bread, right? And certainly not enough to feed that group, but miraculously, his meager offering is what turns into feeding this group, right? So we believe this story to be a fact. We don't look at this as allegory only, but it is allegory. There's no doubt about it, which allegory doesn't negate the truth of the original story by any means. It simply says this happened, but it's also teaching us something. And what it's teaching us is that regardless of how limited it appears as though our offerings are, regardless of how meager they may look or how minor it may appear, in the grand scheme of things, God will use that, multiply it, amplify it, and who knows what that's going to do, right? The big thing is, are we willing to give what we have? Are we willing to courageously give what we have, even if it looks like it's all we have, right? Even if it's all we have, will we give that? And will we give that over and trust that God's going to do amazing things with it? Because, the boy was fed, right? Even though he didn't have much, and there was a lot left over that likely went on home with him, right? And fed his family. And we don't hear that story, but I think we could trust that they were taken care of. So are we willing to trust to that level of saying, you know what, God, you got it all. I don't have much. It doesn't look like I've got much at all, but I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to see what happens. That's the tough stuff, but that's the virtue, right? That virtue of trust. To find out more about What If It Is True, visit us online at realliferadio.com. We stream 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can also hear us at two places in the Lexington, Kentucky area. That's 94.9 FM at 1380 AM. And follow the companion blog over at whatifitisTruereallife.blogspot.com. I'm Leo Brown. This is the What If It Is True podcast. God bless.